I tried real hard to resist jumping on the gnome bandwagon, but when I saw this darling little gnome die from Simon Says Stamp on sale for Black Friday, I gave in. And then when I received him, I quick made this holiday card and then kept right on making more cards for more of my Gnomies. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik, and I think this sweet little gnome is perfect for birthdays or Valentine's or winter cards or for any season or reason. I love to make interactive cards, and all of these cards have some movement or pop-up features. So the first card that I made was a Christmas card, and you can see that the little gnome is on an action wobble, and he jiggles and wiggles, and he's very cute. And I love using plaid paper for Christmas with a pretty sentiment wishing you a happy and warm holiday season. So even if you're watching this in January or February or March, whenever, obviously anytime you can make holiday cards or use a die like this for any season. So this is a second card that I made. I again have the really cute gnome on the front, and that in addition to getting the Simon Says Stamp little gnome die, I also got the Lawn Fawn gnome stamp set. So it has really cute ones like this one that says, "You're a friend like gnome other." So I thought that was really cute. And then if you watch carefully, when I open this up, I've used a Karen Berniston die that is the parcel pop-up die set. So as the person opens it, the gnome and balloons pop up from that present. And that happy birthday is from Karen Berniston as well. This is an interactive die set that can be made to look like a present or a box or whatever. And here is a cute little gnome that's popping up with some balloons. So I thought that would be really cute for a birthday. This is a Valentine's card that I made. Again, I have an interactive gnome or gnomie on the front, and he is popping around using that action wobble. The Happy Valentine's Day is also from Karen Berniston. I was inspired by a tutorial from Sam of Mixed Up Crafts, and to try what she's calling an inside out card. So when you open it, the star, the card stands up and has 4 panels that pop up on the inside. So it closes for mailing, and then when it opens up, this is the inside of the card, and it's going to stand up. Well, I was having difficulty getting this, no matter what weight I used, lighter weight or heavier weight, heavier on the bottom, lighter on the top. You know, I just couldn't get this to stand up. It wanted to do exactly that, right? So I was kind of proud of myself. I made a little Velcro strap here that will work so it can stand up. I know you're looking at it from the top, but now it will stand up for this is going to be for my grandson. But when it's mailed, the Velcro strap can be used just to hold it closed. And of course I'll put a note in there so he knows. So there's a little Velcro strap there, and you open it, and then there's Gnome One Like You, Love You, with a really cute gnome again, and some hearts. And then this strap will make sure that it stands up. So I was happy with how that turned out. This is the card that we're going to be making in the video. It could be a holiday card, but I made it a winter card. I like to send cards out in January or February here in Wisconsin, and it has a beautiful transparency, which I will show you, and again our gnomie here, our gnome, that's on a action wobble and wobbles back and forth And then when the card is opened, we have warm winter wishes. I like to do embossing on both the front and the inside, especially if it's just a partial folder. That way you can still sign your name, but you have that pretty embossing on the inside as well as on the outside. I have started with a 5x5 card base. And again, I've done that embossing, and you don't need to see me die cutting or punching. I punched a couple snowflakes and put the warm winter wishes. These are Clear Views Transparencies, and they are available at a stamp shop in central Wisconsin, and I have a link to that. I like to use these, and I've got several videos I can link to in the description, but they are in essence pictures on acetate, and this is what a full set would look like. And I used a very pretty snowy cabin scene for this card, but you can also of course get butterflies, and if you really like one particular any one of the ones on the sheets, you can request all of the same one, as I did here with that pretty snow pine cone. I like to request that they be put on, and they'll do it for an extra $1, on a sticky backing, and that makes it really easy to attach. But many of the older ones that I have are not on that sticky back, so you can use something like Stick It from Ken Oliver, and that's what I've used on the one that I'm going to use on this card. So the gnomes from Simon Says Stamp are very, very easy to put together. You die cut one backing die, and if I put it on a white card, I'd like to use a darker color, but if it's on a darker color, then you can use white, but that's up to you. You're going to die cut a hat and a little suit. I do that out of patterned cardstock, and that way the next one I make will have, the blue will be on the top and the plaid will be on the bottom. And I do one in white, and that's what I've been choosing to do because I like to just add a little bit of color to the beard and to the nose. So I have a gray here, and I am going to just add a little bit of gray all around the edges. With my Tailored Expressions blending brushes, which I love. And then a little pink on the nose. So you're going to start with the base, and then I build from the bottom with his little outfit here, and then the beard fits right in to that outfit very easily. And then we have the hat. Which you line up with a little bit of a border. And I have a I like to put a little two-sided pop-up strip. I like mine from Motion Crafts on the nose, just to pop it up just a little bit. Come on, nose. And then the pom-pom is going to go on with a glue dot. If I can get it off my fingers. And then I have an action wobble. I've gotten my action wobbles from Amazon, from Hampton Art, and they have this smaller size and then they have the larger size. And I have used them all the time. As you can see, I'm on my last one now. But they have adhesive on both sides. And that's ready to go. My lantern is a die from Sugar Pea Designs, and I have a link to it, and I like to use that as a frame on my Clearview's Transparency. And the embossing folder that I used is a Doris Snowflakes. So I've die cut the lantern out of Tonic Studios silver mirror card, but it's the specialty kind. Not remembering the name, but I'll see if I can get it in the description box for you. These pictures are gorgeous just on top of white, but if you put them on top of like a sparkly cardstock or a gold or a silver, depending on what the picture is of, it makes it much more prettier. And as I said, I put some of that Ken Oliver Stick It on the back here. And I am simply going to attach it to this pretty sparkly paper. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the sparkle goes right through that snow and is just really rather beautiful. I have cut a pattern of what the inside of this is going to fit. So I am going to put this on the picture and decide the outsides aren't going to show, and then cut along here. So these beautiful trees will show through the frame of the lantern. And I have some skinny sticky tape ready for that. I think I'll look at it this way and line that up. And make sure that we have our pretty snowy trees through the lantern frame. And put it on our card base, which is a square 5 1/4 by 10 1/2. And then we're going to take our gnome on his action wobble, and attach him next to that pretty picture. And we have a gnome that will jiggle and wiggle on a winter card with a beautiful scene, and on the inside we have warm winter wishes, which is from Stamp-Lurations. I love how all these cards turned out and hope they inspired you to make some interactive cards for your Gnomies. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.